Hey guys, Rhaeveon here, and today we are going to be speed building another Sims 4 home. Now, this time I decided to do a modern build, which is actually video footage from one of my past Twitch streams. So if you want to follow me on Twitch and see me build live, you can follow me at twitch.tv/Rhaeveon. But with all that out of the way, let's get into this video. So here we are building the outer shell of the house, I guess you could say. I was trying to get some sort of depth perception going on with the three rectangles sort of slightly behind. I took this sort of inspiration off of a house that was built on like Google Images. I was just looking and I really liked how it looked. So I thought it looked modern and really cool. And I liked having the slanted roofs. I did try to put a roof at the end there, which I did end up just changing and getting rid of entirely. And I actually made that little section a balcony out back. Now, I could have also made that the master bathroom, because right now this house has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, with the master bedroom being sort of like a loft on the top floor in the front there. But I decided, why not have 2 balconies? I did make a balcony out front there as well as a balcony out back. So I made that sort of work for my modern build. They could share 1 bathroom. Originally, I had wanted to make this a starter home, but the budget just kept going up and up and up as I started adding and building, and I was like, there's no way that this is gonna end up being a starter home. But here you can see me just doing some different decor and different accents on the outside of the house using different siding and the stone front. I really liked having that stone accent to the rest of the siding on the house. So that's what I ended up going with. I'm not sure if I went with that specific stone siding or if I changed it to another stone siding, but we'll see at the end. I did keep that stone where it is, like where it is right now, that's where there's stone. And I went through so many different sidings, as we already saw, and I was just like, I've got to pick something. Here I am just changing all the colors, figuring out which color I liked the best, just to keep it sort of modern and I guess monochrome. Yeah, I wanted to keep the house more monochrome, like black and white and gray with a few accent colors. And I just kept going. And you can see that those were the final fences that I put on the front balcony. And I really like them because they had like little plants at the corners. I thought that was really cute. And then I kept it white and kept pretty much all the window coverings and the door, I kept them white. And then I tried to do as much as I could with the black and everything on the inside of the house. Now here, someone in my chat suggested that I use a half wall. So I put out all the half walls and was like, which one do I think looks the best? And I just went with the standard half wall. And that was that. And I really like how the half wall turns out. I use the half walls in 2 parts of the house, which we'll see very shortly. Yeah, and I put some stairs upstairs, and originally I wanted to try and get both bedrooms on the top level, but I ended up just changing that and making the bedroom and the bathroom down here, which we'll see shortly. I pulled back that section of the house to make a balcony, which I actually end up really liking that I did put a balcony on the back there because I feel like it adds more depth when you're looking at the house from behind instead of it just being like straight flat. Now here I am complaining about the doors because I wanted to get a door that matched the front door for the balcony doors, but the door that I wanted to use that matched the front door was that wooden piece, and it did not come in all white. I could not find one that came in all white, so I just ended up switching the doors around and just settled for whatever door was all white, but still keeping the front door. Now here I am adding doors into the main living space of the house. I tried to keep it very open concept with the kitchen running into the dining room / living area, and then the bathroom and the downstairs bedroom being closed off. And if you saw, I put 2 doors on the bathroom. So one door entrance from the kitchen and one door enters from like just below the stairs. So if you're living upstairs, if you're one of the Sims in the master suite and you need to go to the bathroom, you can just go quickly down the stairs and into the door, instead of like only having one door and having to walk all the way around. And same thing in the kitchen, if you had to walk all the way around, it's just sort of inconvenient. So I added both doors for the convenience factor of it. And then I added those fences to make sort of like a loft kind of feel for the master bedroom. I wanted to add more fence and more like space there, but it ended up just not having enough space for the actual bedroom itself. So all right, and now this is when I was looking at different like sort of crown moldings and like trims. Yeah, that's it. That's the word. The trims for the half walls. And here's the bathroom. I really enjoyed using the black and white theme for this bathroom. I think it makes it look very clean and very modern. I find that black and white and gray, like those monochromic colors, is that even a word, monochromic? Using those monochrome colors really brings out like the modern style of it. The hardest thing was finding lights that actually like matched the bathroom. I couldn't find any lights that I really liked. I just ended up going with, which light did I go with? Just something small. Yeah, something small on the side like that. And then, of course, adding plants, because you must always add plants when you are doing a Sims 4 house build. Plants just make everything look so much better. And then what else did I add here? I don't think I actually added anything. I just did, oh, the wastebasket. That's right, the bin. I put the bin in the bathroom right there, because a bathroom must always have a bin, in my opinion. Now for the kitchen, I also wanted to do the same black and white coloring. And then I also added the accent color. Originally it was going to be this red accent color, but I ended up changing that because I much prefer a blue accent color. So you will see that later when I get more decorations and stuff in. I added the blue as the accent color rather than the red. And some people in my chat, when I started doing the black walls, they were like, why do you want to do the black walls? Like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. We'll use the black walls. No problem. And then I wanted to get sort of like a wooden flooring to match those black walls and to sort of like add some contrast with the black walls, especially because black really makes the house look more dark and closed off, but I think with all of my decorations, I really made the house feel more open. And here, had to put a piano. And this is when my budget started going up from just a starter home. I was like, this has got to be here. Starter home or not, this piano has got to be in this house. So I used that piano. And I really like it. I think it looks really good in the house, and it's just a good spot, and it's so nice. It fills up the room without taking up too much space. Here I did the living space where I got some chairs, some white chairs. Again, all of the furniture and stuff, I tried to keep it white to complement the black walls and just sort of try and lighten it up because I did use such a dark color wall. And here's where I started with the blue accent colors. I really liked that plant, and so I started getting blue accent colors wherever I could. And then I put some plants in between here to add a little bit more plants and nice decor into my modern home, and then added those two lights above the plants. Here I love putting a little front door table right in front of the, like kind of in the foyer. I really like doing that, and I added the green Kleenex box to get like that green and blue sort of feel, with the green from the plants and then the blue from the plant holders. Here I started decorating a little bit more in the kitchen. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to put on that side, but I think I just ended up coming back to it. And then I was trying to figure out what color walls I wanted to get for the master bedroom. I wanted to get something that contrasted the black and white but still matched, and I did end up going with sort of a blue wooden siding for the top bedroom. I went for sort of a coastal feel for the master bedroom, and then had the black and white in the rest of the modern home. And I actually really like how the master bedroom turned out. I used packs from Snowy Escape. I used stuff from the pack Snowy Escape, and then just was looking for some good stuff, you know? And again, originally I tried to keep this house under $20,000. I think in the end it ended up being 56,000 simoleons. And I was just like, well, you'll see by the end why the price just kept going up and up, because I was like, well, if I'm already at this price, I'm just gonna keep going. Now, this desk, I believe, is the only thing I used from the City Living expansion pack, which is kind of too bad. I tried to not use too many packs in this build. I already don't have many packs for The Sims 4 anyway, but I did my best. I tried to do what I could, but I really liked that desk there. Yeah, it fit well, and it allowed me to get a desk and a computer space. Yeah. Now, for this bunk bed, I hope that this little modern dollhouse in the modern house, I hope that's usable and the bunk bed is still usable, because I know that the bunk beds are a bit buggy and that you can't really place things underneath the loft beds. So I mean, fingers crossed. I hope it works. I haven't play tested it, but if it doesn't work, you can always just move it around, change the bed, get rid of it, whatever. I really liked how it worked. Hopefully it will be fine. Now, I started doing a whole bunch of lights on the inside and outside. What I was going for here was just being able to brighten up the outside of the house, like kind of similar to how it's done now. Like I've walked down the street of where I live, and I've seen like these big houses with all these pot lights all around the roof. And so that was kind of the idea that I was going for in that specific area. And now here I am doing the balcony. I loved doing this balcony. It was so much fun. It was just very simple, bench, plants, done. And I added a bookshelf. These are just adding my like little final touches of plants and decor and furniture in my living space before I start working on the outside, which was really fun. This was also a place where I lost a lot of money, was just landscaping. I did not use debug landscaping. I just used all the landscaping I just paid for it all. Also, I did change those fences. I got rid of them, but I added them kind of on the back, and it was lots of fun. I had so much fun doing all of these like plants and everything, and the hedges, and just this is how I covered up the lights that you can obviously see at the bottom. I just used plants, and now you can't see the lights, but the lights still light up the outside of the house, which is really good. It worked out really well. I'm actually really, really happy with how the end result of this build turned out. I'm really happy with it. And I added a tree, always some touch of dirt that I put around the house underneath plants. Oh, and this fountain. Oh, this fountain was so much fun. I think the fountain really adds a nice touch to the front of the house. And I added this really tall, spurting fountain water. What is that called? Tell me in the comments below what that thing is called that spurts water out of the fountain. I really liked it. I thought it complemented the house nicely. Then I made this sort of symmetrical walkway, which also turned out really nicely. And then instead of just adding more plants here, I added a pathway to the backyard, which I think was a really good idea. And then the backyard is where this is where the expenses started to rise. but we'll get there in a second. I was already over budget from being a starter home. This is so not a starter home. I really tried. First I did the starter home, then I tried doing like an upgrade from a starter home, so like less than $35,000. Then it was $45,000, and I was just like, nope, I'm just gonna add more fun things. I honestly could have like upgraded the fridge also, because I already had done so many upgrades in the backyard and added so many things to up the price. But the fridge is still a cheaper fridge. Now here is where I added this little like sunken platform area where I could have like a outdoor seating. I really like this. Added some stairs, and then added some couches, and then the big expense was that I added a hot tub out in the back there, which we will get to shortly. I had some problems. I started with those half walls. I thought they would work. Didn't really work. So then I just had the trimming work perfectly fine. And oh yeah, and then that is totally a white trim, as it says in the bar below, but it totally comes out as wood. So Sims, you gotta get your platform trims to match the colors. And yeah, there's the hot tub that I added in. I was like, I can't not put a hot tub in. And that's when everything just started getting more expensive. I was like, we're going to have a hot tub. I ended up putting a pool on that other side of the grass there. The yard went from having lots of grass to having absolutely no grass at all. But I think it turned out pretty well. I really liked it. Oh yeah, same with the barbecue. I put in the cheaper barbecue, but then I was like, you know what, like I have a pool, I have a hot tub, why not just buy the most expensive barbecue that you could possibly have? And so that's what I did. That is exactly what I did. I ended up switching the barbecue. Here I am putting in the pool. I thought about adding that extra grassy section, but then didn't. But I did switch the grass outline of the pool. I made it the wooden outline and then got rid of that to have some sort of grass. Added some more plants, shrubs, just to make it look nice. But I really liked it. I thought it turned out pretty well. You know, like, even though there's not really a lot of grass in the backyard, there are a lot of things to do in the backyard. Here I am just adding some finishing touches to the outside of the house and getting those final little dirt patches, flower patches, all of that. And there you just saw I upgraded the barbecue. And finally, before I finished the house, I went around and I added some lights on the outside of the house, and then just kept going around the backyard, added some lights in the backyard, added some lights in the front yard, added them on the house, around the house, and just sort of made it look like nice and bright so that it wasn't too bad at nighttime. And then I had that other balcony in the back that I was trying to figure out what to put there. I ended up putting a lounge chair there, which was really nice. But we got there right at the end of the build is when I did that. And I added that diving platform. I thought that was so cool. I think that's in the Get Together expansion pack, that diving platform. And I was like, yes, 100% yes. Here, this wall was like really blank, so I added a mirror, I added an extra little tree in the front there, and added a mirror. Finally, I went back into the kitchen and I started doing some decorative stuff, not too much, but just sort of enough that it looked sort of lived in and beautiful. I named this house Modern Serenity, and I would say that it's pretty tranquil, that it brings some serenity, and it's very modern. So I thought it was perfect name for it. And then again, just some final touches, adding some extra lights around the house. Here's where I added the lounge chair in the back, added a light, and I added planters, but then I moved the planters and added an art easel in the front instead. And that's it. That's the house. So now that the house is done, we're gonna take a step back from the speed running, get out of the zoomy zoom style, and take a look at the house in more slow motion or real time, I should say. So here it is. I'm going to back up and we're going to get a nice street view of the house. So if you were walking down the street in Sims, this is what your Sims would see. And you know what? I think it looks pretty good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I love the walkway. I love that fountain, the stone accent of the dark house. Now here we go. We walk into the front foyer. We see a mirror and a tree and those two really large windows that bring in so much light into this house. I love how this half wall then looks over into the dining area and the living space. I think it looks really, really nice. Then we keep turning and we see the house that sort of twists up the staircase all the way to the master bedroom, loft bedroom. I love how the TV looks and the white couches, the blue accented plants, the piano. Oh, I love that piano. I think it just looks so nice. And then we've got the dining room with nice flowers overlooking into the kitchen. Everything is just open concept and it works really well. And then we can see the bathroom doors, which are back here. Again, one bathroom door near the stairs and one bathroom door near the kitchen, just to make it accessible to people who are outside or in the kitchen on the left side of the house, and also accessible to the people who are upstairs in the master bedroom. And I really like how the bathroom turned out. You know, like the whole house is like this black and white kind of monochrome style, like I said before. But I think the bathroom really looks really nice. I think it's very nice with the black sink and the black walls with the white toilet and all of that. And now here we are walking into the bedroom, the child's bedroom, gender neutral with the light green and just sort of plain loft bed sheet color. And then again, the modern dollhouse inside a modern home. We got modern home inception going on here. I really like how it turned out. Again, fingers crossed, hopefully the loft bed will still work. I have not play tested it, but it's all right. Now we come out here and we're gonna walk up the stairs very nicely or more janky. There we go. Okay, now we are in the master bedroom loft area. And I love it. I love how the light blue coastal theme sort of complements and contrasts from the rest of the house. I think it turned out really nicely. And then we've got the desk back there. You can add a computer if you wanted. I could have totally added a computer. I was already way over my budget, but it's all right. Then this nice large window that overlooks the fountain. I think that's great. I think it just really brightens up the bedroom and just looks so nice there. We've got the front balcony here with the bench and the plants. We've got the back balcony here with the lounge chair and the art easel. Everything is covered. Your bases are covered. And now we're going to come downstairs and we're going to walk out the back door as if we were going into the backyard, where we've got the hot tub, the two outdoor couches, we've got the barbecue, and just this really nice, still modern, still black and white, but still livable, comfy, chic outdoor living space and dining space. And then we look over here and we've got the pool with the lovely diving platform that we got in the Get Together expansion pack. But overall, I'm really happy with how this build turned out. I think it is really nice. The modern look is super nice and I just love it. I'm really proud of it. If you want to see more builds like this live, feel free to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rhaeveon. And if you want to see more builds like this on my YouTube, feel free to leave a like and a comment down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But other than that, that's it for this video, so we'll catch you next time.